Mm-hmm.
And that's one of the things.
Peace and blessings of the Most High, the balance, omniverses, multiverses, triverses, dual verses, the universes be upon you all, the earshot and eye shot of the God. It's your friendly neighborhood family, Rise and Chef C's Duamu Tefamoon. Welcome to another episode of Revision Radio, where we seek, analyze, and break down right now. Right was the right understanding, right thinking, right reasoning, right action from the third eye point of view. Tawakum Moisar for joining me tonight. And yes, this is the first night of the purification ritual. Our ritual fast. We have it on the channel to go back through the instructions. You check it on Revision Radio. You check it on CNYE website. We got a brothers and sisters have a purification fast on Facebook. A group. There's a purification fast group on Facebook. Go up in there, try to get in that whip. They're sharing different recipes and stuff like that. Different, and we all going through it. So tonight, right back when we saw what's going on, beloved. Yeah, tonight, like we want to go through and converse about this, because my wife and I was just talking, like we can't lose sight on why we're fasting. You got to remember the objective of Baba Yanun. Why is he here? And this quote is actually in the breakdown that my wife gave to the for the nominationals in CNYE. And this is Baba literally saying, and this is in the kidnapping. No, this is the my brother, the extraterrestrial. And he was, and his sister, the clan mother, Wakia, was asking him, so like, what's the purpose? And then he was like, if you asking the purpose of life, that's one thing. If you asking, what's my mission, that's something else. But yeah, so I'm gonna read that actually. I'm gonna read that so we could be clear on, regardless of, yes, straightening out the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Absolutely. But he has a mission, and the mission is to clean his people and take them back home. How y'all doing, man? What's going on out there? How was your first night? Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, man, I know some people had it harder than others. Now some of the family, we wasn't able to get y'all the damn packages. We apologize for that. But some crazy stuff is going on. It's all right. Everything will be completed this time tomorrow. Yeah. Yeah, man. So how was it? Was it hard? Was it easy? Okay, let me get this out of the way. So I'm going to line it up from question 2 to question 5. So just what is Wu Sabat saying? Well, it took many more years than anticipated from 1963 back to 53 on up to 73 then to 83. I had to create so many schools just to reach my own people. On June 26, 1993, as the United Nawapi Nation, Retain sovereign people. Sovereign people, number 215, 1993, and 208, 1999 with the self-determination. That's that number that I'm constantly telling y'all I got a problem with. That's that number that's not on record. Somebody gonna have to, we digging in them crates now. Y'all can't just be throwing stuff out there. By your own people, do you mean black people? No, not at all. I mean Afafre Ka'a, Africans, and others who are ready to face and accept Pamadatat, the words, Hakaktal, Hakak, the actual facts. And by that, you mean accept Wu Sabat? No, not really. What I mean is accept who they are, what they became, and their purpose. Wu Sabat is our culture. Animism is our Za'am, our opinion, it'd be our religion. Animism is from Latin anima, soul, the opinion that all life is produced by spiritual force. All natural phenomena have spirit, Latin spirit for breath or breathe. Question, and just what is our purpose? Excuse me. Well, if you mean here on this Kawak planet, that is one thing. And if you mean as a living being, that is another. I will say this. I came to clean my own inside out and outside inward so they can be transported home to Sabatat, Sirius, and Sa'ahat, Orion, which I taught as Ilyum, refer to Quran 83, 18 through 19, and the planet risk. So the mission has always been to clean the people inside out, outside in, to prepare us to travel and be transported off world. All the other stuff is a part of it, but that's the purpose. See, because Wu Sabat as a doctrine is quantum surgery. It's there to clean the filth on the molecular level and rebuild you from the inside out as a new being, reconnecting with your Salafu and the Thar to be accessing those genes, Yakasat, inside of us, instead of the genes of the other extraterrestrials that mixed in, and then the Mukasu or the caveman that mixed in. Instead of going through those files inside your matrix or mainframe, you access the files of the ancient ones. You access the files upon the thought, and that'll bring us closer to them and bring us closer to what the Master Say explains as yourself, your true nature. Because most of it, there's a actual fact called what you are, not what you accept. You know, we got to get back into what we are, not what we accepted once we was initiated into the physical illusion of this world. Can you dig? All right, let me check who's on here. Don't talk about this pretty purple color. That's my wife. She changed the colors this morning when she was doing the she was doing the breathing exercise and stuff. She'll be doing them tomorrow also. Yeah. I feel you. I feel you, Ronald Newton. Difficulty. Route back. Taki Broha. Route back. Haru Entertainment. Gonna be hard going to work at the same time, but I'll get through this pace. You go listen. Oh, you got your Western name coming too. Anyway, it's going out tomorrow. We had to get some more stuff in. Brother Jerome McCann, appreciate you for the support. You about to get the bag, baby. You all right? You about to be all right. Camo's right back. What's happening? Yeah. So all right, you know what? Let's start with the preliminaries. Told y'all today we're going to read on Wavelength A, but we also going to go through the plan. This is the plan. The plan, we're going to be Wavelength A. We're going to go through a page of the Maxims. Maxim Yanun. I'm going to read a couple of joints out of the Message. and something keep telling me. Oh, we also gonna go through some recipes, a recipe or two. Yeah, give you some recipe because that's like on the overnight. Y'all better get it in. Get it in. Gotta get it in. I ain't gonna lie, it was hard, but I kind of cheated it. Now, I ain't eat nothing, I ain't drink nothing. I'm not saying I did anything like that. I'm saying that we ate yesterday. My wife was telling the people earlier at the 3:00 Zoom call. Was like, yeah, we ate yesterday, but we ate because and I ain't feel no kind of way because we didn't do no major grubbing for Feast of Gratitude, aka Thanksgiving. We didn't do none of that. We got a little dish from one of the little restaurants around the corner. We wasn't involved with none of that. So we didn't eat during the season like everybody else because tis the season to be jolly. Fa la 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 la. You know what I'm saying? So we didn't do that. So it was like, you know what? We could eat. And man, food was so good. And I was like, you know what? I went to sleep like 2. I went to sleep like 2. Maybe one. No, I went to sleep like 2. I went to sleep like 2, and I set my clock for like 6 because I like sunrise at 7:15. I was like, I'm gonna get up. We ain't gonna have no leftovers. So I'm about to do 9 days all liquid. I ain't gonna have no leftovers. I ain't having it. I will not have it. We have watched from the mountains. Word up. I will not have it. So, but yeah, so I was good. My food probably just digested around 3:00 this afternoon. But I ain't drink, I ain't eat nothing, right? Then I broke my fast with a matter of fact, yeah, let me walk you through that too. So drinking water, because I know y'all pissing like crazy. Once you start drinking water, it's a wrap. So drinking water, you have to drink the water. Force yourself. You got to force yourself to drink the water because otherwise you're going to dehydrate. So we got to get the water in, y'all. Another thing. Oh, I definitely had the sea moss. I had the pumpkin. I had a pumpkin sea moss with peanut butter and banana. Yeah, and a little agave and almond milk, and that was like. Boom, 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 boom. But we went a little shopping, so we got a bunch of fruits. We got a bunch of stuff, and so we got 2 books that we're gonna walk through. Fresh and easy recipes. I can see it on the angle. We got to catch it on the angle. Here we go. Fresh and easy recipes, and this is actually for our juicer. No pun intended. Not more than a coincidence, but our juicer is called Nama. We had our juicer just before we came into the reality of the Nama situation. Probably thought it'll be playing. So yeah. And I was reading this too. But listen, matter of fact, again, I need y'all to send me emails for people that want to get involved with reading the Paa Taraq for the December. Because I'm gonna keep it funky with y'all. I'm gonna keep it funky with y'all after I read the preliminaries. I don't want to lose the crew I got. They be like, "What? That nigga crazy." So let's start it off with my cool chief Thunderbird Black Eagle, and my cool words for the day is what, the 13th. Tour, right? Yeah. You see. Okay. Water your life with reality, and only the truth will blossom. Oh, got bars. You know he got bars. Water your life with reality, and only the truth will blossom. Like, sometimes life is hard, and they gave us a whole bunch of sorcery to numb our mind's eye and our hearts so that we don't feel the brunt of dealing with this life. But the best way is to water your life with reality. That's the best way. So then only thing that comes out of that is the truth. You ain't got to have no bull crap. And I'm saying that, like, I tell you, I had many lives insofar as the different like start overs and the different chapters in my life. All of us have. But one thing has been consistent. I ain't never smoke or drink nothing. Not saying nothing about nobody else. Just saying that when you dealing with life head on without no cushion, no buffer, it's a little different than when you got a little daze, a little fog to separate you and the harsh realities of everything that's going on. And I not saying about nobody else, but just sometimes when that's the approach, when your life has always had that separation, when you finally start letting that go and you start feeling the sting nonstop of this physical obstacle course that was created during this moon cycle of chaos and lunaticism, right? Just for the lunatics. When you start to feel that whole bulk, you be like, yo. That's why I referred y'all back to I have a video called The True Story of Jonathan May. It's coming from the book Behold a Pale Horse by William Cooper. There's an excerpt, an introduction to another book inside that book called Silent Weapons for Quiet Wars. Go read that. Just read that chapter. Silent Weapon for Quiet. You could just look up Silent Weapon for Quiet Wars and Google it. And you'll understand what you've been going through, why you've been going through it, how it connects to the spell ignorance that the master teacher, Paa Taraq, has been teaching us throughout the years. And you'll come to the realization that you're not crazy, that your mama not crazy, that the people that are king that was like, yo, nah, nigga, we in the middle of a war. Like every time I try to do something, they knock me off. Every time I try to do something, they get in the way. You sitting there like, nah. Everybody looking at you like, nah, you bugging, son. You just got to work harder. You just like, nah, these niggas keep like, yo, it's crazy. Yo, they literally tell you just the whole latchkey kid movement from like the 90s was all planned. The whole Ricky Lake, Jenny Jones, Jerry Springer, Geraldo Rivera, all that Richard Bay, all that wasn't part of the plan. And it goes back all the way to like the 60s, right? Because after the pro-black, all the revolutionary stuff was going on, they knew they couldn't let that happen again. So they had to destroy they had to destroy the nucleus of civilization, the family, more specifically the so-called black family, the nucleus of civilization. They had to get rid of that. So what they did, they flooded the streets with drugs, right? Psychological warfare, ran the fathers out there for alternative lifestyles. And I'm not talking about as far as gender and sexuality. I'm talking about as far as making ulterior, making ends meet. He couldn't get no bread through regular 9-to-5s. The mother get on chat on the welfare. Back then, the caseworker was like the parole officer. Used to pop up unannounced. Boom. Don't let them see no new stuff in the house. Oh, that's a strike. Where you get that iron from? Boom. Why is it boys' clothes? Why is it man's clothes inside that closet? Boom. Oh, they threatening. That's what kept the families apart, because the men couldn't take care of them, and there was no jobs and all that for the brothers. They had stopped because back then was set with the foundation for the black movements was entrepreneurs, black entrepreneurs. So then what they did was they had to get rid of. They had to shut the black entrepreneurs down. That's kind of what the unions was about. Shutting down the black entrepreneurs. You can't get in there unless you're part of this team. And that's going all to the European European foreigners, the is coming down that have the trades. So anyway, yeah, the brothers had to hit the street. That's why Papa was a Rolling Stone. You know, he can't go to the crib. For the family, he can't be there. Otherwise, they'll lose their apartment, lose the food stamps, lose the budget and all that, man. You know, it was a well thought out plan. They actually called, and so now with the oh yeah, that's the joint. You got this juicer. So now with the father gone, now the mother, right? She has to work. I mean, in the 80s, now it's starting, you know, they're cracking coke and all that other stuff going down. So the brothers is on the street. Now the mom's got to go to work. So they called the children occupationally orphaned children. They said they wanted to take care of, they wanted to create a system, occupationally orphaned children. Now this brother, Thriller said, cheating with honey. Create a system with occupationally orphaned children. So now the children are now being raised by the streets, being raised by the TV, being raised by media, being raised by the public school or health system. Yeah, that's the reality, y'all. So yeah, just go check that out. That was all sparked from Water Your Life with Reality, and only the truth will blossom. Yeah, man, they tried to do a number on us. So they literally say in that joint, they said, listen, they say even the most intelligent from amongst them, would feel that there's a barrier, that there's a conflict, an invisible, they can feel the adversary, that there's opposition, but it's invisible. So they can't identify it. And then they can't explain it to anybody else that's not keen, that's not wise to what's going on. Yeah, man, that's the thing. And that was found in an Army surplus store in a used copy machine, face down, like somebody was making a copy of it. Somebody found that, and it's circulating the planet. Wow. Oh yeah, you got it, God. We appreciate you. Yo, listen, that Nama juicer is different. We had other juices. We had like 3-4. That Nama juicer, that's a whole nother breed. We make our almond milk with the Nama juicer. We take the greens, it squeezes the chlorophyll right into the cup. It's like a vampire's in there, just suck up all the chlorophyll and spit it in a cup and just leave the greens looking twisted, dried up, and brittle. Yeah, it's different, bro. It's different. I agree. It's sheesh. All right, so let's move on. Robin Taylor Nixon. This is for the revolutionary daily thoughts. We can no longer allow them to undereducate, miseducate, and control the minds of our beautiful youth, turning them into Negro puppets of poison who feast upon a filthy diet of their own self-hatred. Damn, that's hard. That's how you opening it up? We must learn to distinguish friend from foe. It gets hard with that one, y'all. While we know that an aggression against other conscious Africans is wrong, defending oneself, one's family, one's community, one's nation against confused Africans is not. There is no difference here between non-conscious Africans and Europeans or any others who act against African interests. Ain't no difference. Anybody going against it, the enemies. And history makes our relations with Europeans abundantly clear. Although knowing more of the details, excuse me. Although knowing more of the details of the magnitude of their genocidal efforts, towards us can be useful, there really is nothing more we have to know. Towards them, they're black watchdogs and any other non-Africans who have proven that they consider assaulting and exploiting us an inalienable part of their constituted human rights. We cannot possibly be aggressors. Such people have already committed innumerable aggressions against innocent, warm-hearted, loving Africans without cause of justification. Consequently, our duty is simply to stop this onslaught and prevent its reoccurrence. Affirm, I distinguish between friend or foe. I think we need to stop worrying about whether we're perceived as being an aggressor or not. Honestly, like we got to stop worrying about what they think about us, what about our way of life, about our spirituality, about our gear, of what we wear as far as our garbs, about our food, about our relationships. We can give less than a right? We can care less than what y'all think. It's not yours, it's ours. You know what I'm saying? You were in the Matrix, but you said, Mom, yes, the Nama juicer, call it medical grade juicer. That's how good it is. It doesn't damage the nutrients in the process because of the masticating design. It is an investment and costs a bit of grizzip. That's the thing, God. A lot of us care about the how they feel, because most of us, we want to be at peace and we just want to be accepted. But what we need to worry about is being accepted amongst those that are alike. Because if they don't think like you, if they ain't moving like you, if they're not working for the progression and the success and liberation before salvation, the liberation of the people, they don't make a difference what they're thinking about anyway. You got knowers, doers, and thinkers. So if you're just going to sit there and just think about things and not act on them, if you're just going to sit there and know, right, and not act on it, then, it's worthless. Nah, it's worthless. We don't need to worry about that. We need to keep pushing forward. Which verse? What are you talking about, God? Oh, the verse I was reading on this one? Haru? Yeah, man, we got to stop. Like, we stop doing stuff because of how other people feeling uncomfortable. Like, whatever. They going to feel uncomfortable anyway. One thing I remember, once I understood that it didn't matter whether you was a smart Negro or dumb Negro, whether you did everything they wanted you to do or you did nothing they wanted you to do, none of that mattered. They treated you, they had the same viewpoint on you. Once I understood that, and then luckily at a young age, I came in contact with older sellout Negroes that was willing to. I had this teacher. The nigga name was Mr. Cummings. He was supposedly a counselor. I be telling these stories. I'm sorry. But everything be popping in my head. So right, boom. At the time, we lived in Farragut projects in downtown Brooklyn, and going to elementary school, I was about to go to PS. What's that? Satellite West. That was right up the block. I'm living in Farragut, 190 York Street. But something happened in the city where they created this like integration program with the uppity rich white folks in Brooklyn Heights. And they forced, the white folks was trying to turn the school into an unofficial private white school, Mukasu European school. So the city forced them to integrate, and they started to bus all the brothers. Shut up. It's so crazy. They started to bus all the so-called black folks from the project, from Fort Greene, from Farragut, from Bed-Stuy, they started to bus us in to that white district, to that European district, right? So it was like a culture shock for all of us, even the Mukasu, the Tamahu. So they had to hire so-called black counselors to deal with the so-called black kids. They had to hire them because they really didn't have no idea on how to interact with us. Man, we had some niggas in there selling us out. I'm like, damn, son. we babies and you selling us out. Mr. Cummins was a sellout way back then. I don't even want to think about him and his white wife right now. I don't even know if he got a wife. I'm just throwing dirt on him. Yo, what what verse you wanted me to read, God? Let me see. I'm gonna say, look, I'm gonna read that the initial joint because this is heavy. He said, we can no longer allow them to undereducate, miseducate, and control the minds of our beautiful youth, turning them into Negro puppets of poison who feast upon a filthy diet of their own self-hatred. They got us gagging on a diet of our own self-hatred. And then we get mad at anybody that don't believe the hype, that don't fall victim to the same thought patterns. Anybody that's sitting there telling the people, nah, yo, they lying. You dig what I'm saying? They lying. That's not what it is. You this. Oh, they hate you. Oh, nigga, who you think you is? He think he's special. Oh, this nigga think he's special. Like, nigga, you wouldn't. What's the nigga when Samuel Jackson in School Days? He said, you think you white, don't you? He said, what? Yeah. He said, y'all niggas. And you gonna be niggas. Just like us. Niggas. Oh, man. So, y'all ready? I'm gonna drink a little bit of water. And then we gonna start this reading. This is my second gallon, but the first one was half. I drank a half a gallon today. So this is gonna be the second half. We read in wavelength, our tones, wavelength A. There's a reason behind this also, because we was talking about earlier chants. And here, the master explained the significance in learning and chanting and praying and stuff like that together. And he gives an example. So this is very, very, real cool. Okay, revelations to the Sabaeans, Paa Taraq the way. Our tones, wavelength A. Likum ayasar, musbatu, for you all, my family, the Sabaeans. I greet you, Maria, Karadu, beloved children, with much ashuk, divine love. I have sent you much information that came to earth as information in the form of words. As their holy books say, in the beginning was the word. And the other of their holy books say that the Madat word was to be. In Hebrew, it is kun, to be. Kun. Kun, kun, kun. To be existing in the Hebrew strong number. That's another thing. Get a Hebrew Strong's Concordance, an Arabic Strong's Concordance, a Greek Strong Concordance. Get those language concordances, and you can go through the monotheistic religious books word for word and get a true translation of the words that's being used and misused and mistranslated. In Arabic, it is the same meaning, to be, kun. Kun, kun, kun. Like these niggas is coons. They be existing as coons. To be existing, being Quran al-Baqarah, chapter 2, verse 117. And madatat, words are a sawat, a voice. And voices are sounds. And sounds are tones. And tones are tawalat, frequencies. In masak, music, that are notes, pitch, and key. I like that setup. So I'm highlighting. You will find that most of my Paa Taraqs glow in the dark. So anything that has to do with words is sound. Masak, music. No matter the volume, has rules of frequency and wavelength. Know that frequencies are only resonant when the one wavelength is an exact multiple of the other of the same key. On a piano keyboard of 88 keys, of repeated octaves of 8 keys of major notes, white keys, and 5 keys of sharps and flats. We deal with the majors to get harmony. So major keys give you harmony. And you got a picture here. I don't know if you try to work with y'all. Okay, it's working. It's upside down, but it's working. Here we go. Y'all seen it. Y'all gotta go back and rewind to that part. Yeah, before that glare hit. There you go. Okay. Y'all can always rewind it back to that part. So this is it shows the chanting and harmony, FAC. It shows the piano keys, and it highlights the bass clef of the male, which is FAC, and then the treble clef of the female on the other side. And it's a divine chords, a major. The human body has a sound. It's the note A. A is our sound. If you go to sacred space, there's a sister that was doing a chant of the chant that we do 9, 3, and 9, and she was doing it with the note A, and you see the tone. She's trying to catch the tone. Yeah, it's an app that you can download. There's hundreds of them, different types, but for the same reason. And she had it. So the idea is to practice to try. I knew a brother, one of the brothers was trying to do that same thing. It was official. I liked it, a major. So a newborn baby's first tone is A, major, when it comes into this world and cries. This creates harmony divine. F is the planet's frequency. A, the human body's frequency. And C, nature's frequency. That's what we looking to get, right? We got, in order to tune ourselves, boom, we got to be in tune with the planet's frequency, our human frequency, which is A, the planet's frequency is F, and the cosmos frequency or nature's frequency is C. And once we get the FAC, we got action, baby. But those is major. F major, A major, C major, not flats and not sharps. So you know. The notes A is the body's tone. The notes F is the planet Earth's tone. And the note C is the tone of natural nature, the cosmos. So to link with Pasalafu, the ancestors who are now elemental beings, or Akaku, etheric beings, you need the key of C, cosmos, natural nature. To align your physical body, your khatat, you need the key of A. Remember, all majors. And to create harmony between you, you need the key of F. So you need the key of A, right? To align your physical, Remember the book? We had a book called Alignment Time, where we practiced different chants and different tones. The ayin, we did a bunch of different what's that? Int at the how do we int at the el hak he naksu how do we ilahu. I'm redoing a bunch of them. I know everybody going now. I'm putting it out there. Get involved. Anyway, so the A is for the human, the body, the physical body. The C is for the cosmos or nature, and the F holds it together. Think about the F like I'm a Trekkie, you know. Well, I'm a space cadet, period. I'm a star baby. So think about two ships, but they can't really sink. That's you, your body, that's us, our body, and that's the Pasalafu on the C wavelength on nature, and we on the A, but we can't really get it. And then the F comes in for the earth, and the F bridges the gap, and everything is synced. Think about it like that, okay? So the foundation is A. Newborn babies, when they enter into this Tapao world, the first sound they make is the frequency or note A. This is the root key of your Katat body. The three together is FAC for both males on the left side of middle C and females on the right side of middle C, which is located in the center. Middle C is in the center of the keyboard. So you got the bass clef for the males, and then you got the treble clef for the females. In order to have a perfect pitch, use tuning forks. I have a tuning fork over there too, held in your left hand. For unison, you must always be in the key A, and for harmony, it is FAC. The sister on the sacred space that's doing the chant, every time she just keep hitting the tuning fork. Boom. And that's giving her the direction to go, because it's tuning the monitor for A. And so she's trying to track her tones to stay in line with it. Oh, it's a beautiful thing. I put it there for y'all. Check it out whenever y'all feel like it. Let me see, make sure we good. Any questions? Everybody good? Yeah. FAC. Facts. But you know we don't use that T. Taki, you know we don't use those T. Facts. You know that. Don't act like that. Yeah. That's it, mama. That's where it's at. Yeah, everybody get involved. Okay, I said after the reading, I was going to explain why. Another reason why I'm asking more people, because one of the elders, Paa Taraq, he reminded me. See, I'm not a know-it-all. A lot of people, I'm brilliant, but I'm not a know-it-all. I don't have no problem saying, "Yo, nah, that wasn't that." And I'm the same way I blow things out in public. When I'm standing on my square, if I find out something is going different, I'll be like, "Oh, I messed that package up. Yo, boom, da 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 da." That's how I'm give it up. I ain't got no problem with none of that. But anyway, point being is that I was talking about the update. Paa Taraq was saying reading a Paa Taraq a day for 30 days will help transform you. It's definitely going to help transform you, but it's not 30. It's not 60. It's 90. That's 3 months. It makes sense because we move on them nines. Three sets of 3. So it's 3 sets of 30. So this Paa Taraq a day is going on to what's this? January. We going to Friendship Day. Break hearts. We going to the Valentine. That's where we at. So as many of y'all, we keeping a record, and as many people that want to get in to help to read the Paa Taraq in the evening, come on, you know what I'm saying? Let me know. Hit me with the email. Let me know when you want to read, what day is your day, and we set it up, and that's your day. And you read it to the world. And keep in mind, these are installments that's going in the Akashic records. These broadcasts they're gonna circle perpetually throughout the world. You know what I'm saying? So it's not just us talking to us. It's whoever, whenever, wherever. And these messages and these ideas, these thoughts, these concepts, and specifically these Paa Taraq, these revelations that have been sent to the planet are going to get out to the planet. So So in order to have a perfect pitch, use tuning forks held in the left hand. For unison, you must always be in the key of A, and for harmony, it is FAC. The Patahite humanoid's hearing apparatus is such a way that it is tuned to the frequency of A of the Masak scale, and distance between the Patahite's eardrum is an exact fraction of the wavelength of the note A, which takes us back to, takes us back to the cover, the wavelength of the note A. So he said, I'm gonna say it again. The eardrum is an exact fraction. He said, excuse me, the distance between the Patahite's eardrum is an exact fraction of the wave length of the note A. So your Hamam Khatat, your human body, has been tuned when you were designed. Your natural weight, your natural height was 4'5" for the feminine and 5'4" for the masculine. Your whole body used to resonate on a resonant frequency as a resonator of perfect pitch A. So there here go a picture of the tat or the teat, which is the tuning fork to tat. So the symbol of the humanoid's body, a natural tuning fork in the key of A. We were a natural tuning fork. Patayat, tatat, that was shortened to teat or tiet, as in T or TT or seed, Teet or Teet or seed. Your whole body used to resonate on a resonant frequency as a resonator of perfect pitch A. You have been untuned after much mixing and unnatural intakes, be it foods or liquids of any kind. You have been mixed with unnatural DNA, and many of our females have slept with or drank from more than one male or more, and after 4 males, this transforms her DNA. This goes into the lotus of life, unclean issue, the sacred feminine, who is God, male or female. This goes into the Mafkuzet. This goes into, so that's what we read these, because we got to get on, because the key to us is the goddesses. She's the whole matrix. We the bootleg version. You know what I'm saying? Same album, same songs. But mine I always got the cartoon cover. Hers got the 3D joint. I was washed. We still got to mix ours down. Hers is already mastered. So you all must be retuned now that you have taken on a much larger Khatat body stature and weight. Know that the whole musical scale, the whole sonic temperament obeys the same rules of the frequency, sound right reasoning. It is Masak, music. Your voice is music, Masak. Masak Kawun Pamadat Jawef Mispati Lahaj Lahe, music. Okay? Why? Don't let me start fraying. Okay? I'm fraying, and I don't care if you know. So Masak is a big word, a Mispati word, it's a big word for music. Okay? Yeah, I said that. You better get this language in. Your Bab heart beats in rhythm, a tempo, or at least it used to. Substances like coffee changes your heart rate. Let me say that again. Substances like coffee changes your heart rate. Ha! I did not know that. It's so ridiculous. Now you are drugged by bara, food, sharab at drinks, contact, kafaf, fear, and fright. It's very important. Suzar, drugs masquerading themselves as foods. All of this done to untune your body from A, to change your sound, color, size, and weight, the actual physical and energy structure of your human being, your entire structure. Again, going into why we're going through this purification cleanse. The first thing is purifying your blood, right? Everything we eat in is processed, right? Even a lot of us that got blessings to be able to grow our own foods, a lot of the seeds is already spiced. So think about when you put in all these different combinations and formulas of purchase food. I was about to let something go, but me and the wife, we got a whole presentation to do about the nature of the system, and y'all gonna love it. So I'm not gonna blow it up right now. All I'm gonna just say is we keep eating processed stuff. Each one of them have their own combination of chemicals and preservatives and additives, and all that's going into your system, and your system can't break damn near none of it down. And then most of us are sitting there with 25, 35 pounds of undigested waste in our colons and intestines. So there we go. That's so we got to give the body, and the body is it's a biological machine. If you give it the time, like when Dr. Sebi made the ancestors be pleased with him, when you give the body, he said, I don't heal anybody. He said, I help you get your body back to basically, my wife used the words manufacture grade, factory grade. I help you get your body back to the place where it needs to be in order for it to heal you, for you to heal yourself. And so what he tell you to do is refrain from eating processed stuff. Just stop eating all that. Eat energy foods that's going to spark your energy body. And then once you do that and you feeding yourself at the molecular level, it's what we're doing now. With fasting during the day and then only drinking at night, we're literally giving your body a chance to let go and purge all of the waste. And then I took, of course, I took jet pillars. I took we had CMWT. I took CMWT. I took the sting. What's that? Nettle. Man, I took stinging nettle, right? What's that? Black walnut. I took black walnut. I took all this together. I don't care. None of that. I don't care. I'm putting it all up in there. Black seed oil. Yeah. Don't think about taste. This was disgusting. And I just poured cold water in it. This is when it's time to break the fast. Boom. Knock that back. Olive leaf extract. Yeah, it was like 5, 6 of these joints. I just kept, we got that. I didn't know we had that. Some cold water in it. My wife left some tea she was drinking on earlier, and I put some hot water in that tea as a chaser. After I bust that nasty garbage down. Go get them. Yeah, man, this is the time. We got to get all that stuff out. And I took a cleanser joint, too. Got to get all that out. Yeah, that's what I do. That's what I do. I do. That's what's up. Burdock, soursop leaves. That's it. That's a blessing. That's what I'm saying. That's a blessing. What you're saying, God, is a blessing. Yeah, and this is day one. I'm like tonight. I'm gonna drink some green food, the edible green light. To get that in, I gotta get that spirulina and all that. Wheatgrass, cracked sarsaparilla, gotta get all that in. So I'm gonna do that in one of the juices. I'm gonna do some juicing, and I'm gonna mix it in with whatever juice we make. I'm mixing that in, and I'm gonna make another tea and take some more. I probably cast the cascara sagrada and some dandelion powder. And what's that? Don Kai? What's that called? Don Quai. I almost had it. I had to take it back to my Gremlins pronunciation. Mangwai. Mangwai. Yeah. All right. Now there are 3 ajam'at bones in your fingers, 3 parts to your zara, arm, your dad, hand, forearm to shoulder, foot 1 part, then up to the kawa, knee, and then onto the calf. In sections of 3, your entire structure was well planned so that you would vibrate on a certain frequency and be in tune with structures and buildings such as pyramids and obelisks. All things vibrate. Therefore, you also vibrate. The reason for the chanting is for you to be or get back on the right notes of Fatih al-Fatah, natural nature, and also to become a clean you inside out and outside in. Why? I read it earlier because that way he could get us out of here. And then in an update that I told y'all to go to, I might play some. I'm gonna play some of it tonight. In an update I told y'all to go to on New Pool Archives called "The Time Is Now." Baba explains that once you transform, you turn yourself inside out. He said, if you filthy, if it's toxins and poisons inside your, because they live inside the colons and inside your intestines, it'll kill you during the journey. You won't be able to make it because you're not pure enough. You're not clean enough. So it's in order for you to make it, for us to make it from point A to point B, going through the wormhole, going through the vortex, that extended time, in order for us to make it over there. And then they could, revitalize and take us back, and we could the dimensional shift, explain like where you want to go, what age you want to go back to. I don't know what they're gonna do with me because I'm still 19. I'm 19. Yeah. Wait till I grow. I'm gonna take this hair off my face. Not on no NOY bow tie stuff, but just all the beard. I grew it. I grew all this stuff because my ex-wife and brothers wouldn't listen to me. They said I look too young. And my ex-wife was upset. She said I look too happy. She said, nigga, every time I see you, she's like, you locked up, nigga. Why every time I see you shining? Oh, man. All right, so the reason for the chanting is for you to be or get back on the right notes with Fatih al-Fatah, and also to become a clean you inside and out, outside and in. From who you exchange fluids with, you got to get rid of who you exchange fluids with, genetic kiss, and their past and their 4 generations of relatives. So all them exes and their past, your past, and their 4 generations, you want to get rid of all that. You want no repeats. As a people, if you do not wish to chant in unison, A, and together in harmony, FAC, then that is your choice, and that is your choice to remain unaligned. So you got to ask yourself the question: if this is in this book this long ago, where are the chant groups for chanting in unison? We have a chant group now. The goddess, one of the goddesses, started it up, right? But where we talk about in dealing with the leadership, where are the things to be created to add on and move in the direction that the master is guiding us to go? Dropping the ball. He says, okay, so as a people, if you do not wish to chant in unison, A, and together in harmony, FAC, then that is your choice to remain unaligned. You will remain under the control of other beings, humankind or otherwise, who are not on the same vibration as you once were and need to return. Check it. The best instrument to help align you is the one found in India, and it's called a harmonium. You can look up the harmoniums. They cost from like $50 to like $150. It's a harmonium. Look like a accordion, but like a little piano. But it's an air instrument. It is a keyboard that uses wind and not electricity. You pump it with your right hand as you hold the note or keys down with your left hand, or vice versa if you are left-handed. This is for perfect sound. I do feel this will help you all if you will perform together. You now have the keys that you've been asking for. He literally said this is going to give you the perfect sound, and it will help us if we perform it together. And we have the keys we've been asking for. It is a fact that once you all chant in the same tone at the same time, you have a group of people singing together. This is why one of the reasons I brought this, I wanted to read this. He says, you have a group of people singing together, your heartbeats actually synchronize. This is a form of guided breathing. And as a choir sings the same notes and exhales and inhales the same, the heart rate is regulated by the breathing. When one exhales, the heart rate slows down. A choir is synchronizing by the melody and rhythm of the song or music that they are singing, then internally with the breathing and the heart rate. All right? So the choir mastering the song and having to know the same song and sing at the same time, they're naturally going to be breathing in and out at the same time. It's a rhythmic breathing. It's like the Sufis without them even knowing it. They get on a beat and then they breathing in and out at the same time, which actually put their hearts in a synchronized rhythm. Who told y'all that? Where y'all got that from? Come on now. Real talk. Yeah. Hey, right back. Salam Lake Magic. Goddess. Yeah, make sure we seal it. We gotta send some healing energy to the goddess over here, who 13 Solutions. The goddess Kamami Ray and her Modad Tech. You know, yeah. We gotta make sure we do that. Send some green light healing energy to the family. All right, now check how this thing go. Appreciate everybody for being here. We walking. So there was an article posted and that speaks about studies, research, and the effects when a body of people sing together. Choir singers' hearts beat as one, seeing in health. Singing together can be an emotional experience. As churchgoers, choir singers, or sports fans raise their voices as one. They feel connected. Turns out that connection may have a physiological foundation. A small study suggests people who sing together have synchronized heartbeats. Singers often inhale and exhale at similar times. When your heartbeat is connected to your breathing pattern, it's called respiratory sinus arrhythmia. You heard that? I caught that word too. I thought I was gonna mess up arrhythmia. Or RSA. RSA can have a soothing effect on the cardiovascular system. For instance, past studies have shown guided breathing, like what's done in yoga, can be beneficial for high blood pressure problems. If this is correct, singing would probably have the same effect. A lot of us are stressed out because we won't go back and sing them old records that we used to sing when we was babies. Go back and sing them songs. I believe the children are the future. Go back and sing them. Wake up, everybody. No more sleeping in bed. Go back and sing the songs. Follow me into the solo, get in the flow, and take a picture like a photo. Music make maintain and makes melodies and MCs motivate to break some everlasting. God rock him. You know what I'm saying? Go back and sing those songs. Like, because I'm going to tell you what the master said about when you go and you sing the old songs from when you was a youth. He said it resurrects, it revives the brain cells. Revives the brain cells. What's crazy, I was just looking at one of the episodes of Invasion not too long ago, and the young guy with the young boy was getting seizures, and she was like, yo, none of his brain cells is active. All his brain cells fried. She was like, once brain cells gone, they're gone forever. And I said, boom, there go a contradiction, because the master definitely said, yo, you go back. He said that's one of the secrets to time traveling. You go back to the music from when you were younger, and it revives and resurrects your brain cells. Why does it do that? Because we're 9-dimensional beings. We have the plasmatic body, we have the soul, we have the spirit, we have the etheric body. You know, we have all these, we have 9 different bodies. And when you go back in time, your mind goes back there. You're literally there. And while you're there, you're at that level, and that revives your whole system. That's why you got to go back. That's why a lot of brothers that try to keep up with the new generation, they be burnt out. This a different time speed. It's a different zero time reference. The music now is not the music from then. So you got to pay attention to that. Okay, for instance, past studies have shown guided breathing, like what's done in yoga, can be beneficial for high blood pressure problems. If this is correct, singing would probably have the same effect, said Joran Vikhoff, a professional singer-songwriter turned neuroscientist at the University of Gothenburg in Sweden. I think that's some right there. Vikhoff is fascinated by music effect on the human body. He hopes to eventually find new ways music can be used in medicine, rehabilitation, and preventive care. His latest study, published this week in the journal Frontiers in Psychology, focuses on how song structure can affect the singer's heart rate. The study, Vikhoff and his colleagues gathered 15 healthy 18-year-olds at a high school in Gothenburg. They had the group perform 3 different choral exercises while recording the heart rates of each person. The first exercise was monotone humming, where the participants were told to breathe as needed. For the second exercise, the teens sang a popular Swedish hymn and took breaths whenever. The third exercise was a slow mantra. Participants were instructed to breathe only between long phrases. These 3 exercises allowed the researchers to see how coordinated the mantra and uncoordinated, the humming, song phrasing affected the participants' heart rhythms while they were singing. The results? The researchers found that each singer's heartbeat was linked to the song's melody, i.e., the speed and structure of the music. They also found that when the choir sang together, their heart rates tended to increase and decrease at similar times. As soon as the singing began, the hearts start following each other, Vikhoff told CNN in an email. Humming and performing the mantra as a group resulted in more synchronized heart rate variability, or HRV, than singing the hymn. The impression is that the heart cannot completely follow the respiration guided breathing when it has a more complex hierarchical structure. The study authors wrote, 4 of the heart rate monitors malfunctioned, so only 11 sets of data were collected and analyzed. That's a very small number sample to make any steadfast conclusions. The study will have to be duplicated with more participants. The researchers did not look at whether the increased HRVA positive effect on the study participants and any effect would be temporary, Vikhoff said. We do have the ambition to map the body responses to music and make medical applications, he said, but we need to test this as rigorously as new drugs are tested. Word, sound, power. A thrilling theory. Vikhoff likes to go beyond what his study analyzed to talk about the possible implications for this kind of music body connection. David Huron, the cognitive musicologist, has suggested that music promotes bonding and thus strengthens groups, which would have a survival value. Ultimately, the knowledge that singing coordinates hearts is mind-blowing. If we, for instance, started singing a slow hymn together in church, we now know that the hearts in a hall are coordinated. And the thrilling question is, how does this affect us? The study authors note that breathing together, whether it's through meditating, praying, or singing, is done in most religions. Just breathing, coming in close proximity and getting in the same tone and breathing together. Crazy, right? Yeah, that's crazy. So it has also been proven and documented through studies that there is a synchronicity of heartbeats when groups of people chant, sing, or hum together, becoming one. In fact, when exposed to a very small electrical charge, as your bodies make on A major, your bodies make electrical charge on A major. Uh-oh. Come on now. He trying to sneak that in. God try to sneak that in. In fact, when exposed to a very small electrical charge, as your bodies make on A major, it absorbs the natural nature energy and stores it. It acts as a capacitor, an energy storage device, a superconductor, conducting information into information instantly from beyond this dimension or into this Wahu Makwan universe, mental to mind to mind. From the mental reservoir, the universal all, right? The mental reservoir, the universal mind, to mind, to the mind, to mind. That's our piece that we claim. Oh, that's mine. That's my thoughts. That's my stuff. But what you get from the mental, we all feed from the mental reservoir. But what you get and when you get it is based on how high your frequency you vibrating on. So when exposed to these minute amounts of energy, it responds in such a way that it actually floats. Let's talk about levitation. So it creates a spark, electrical spark, absorbs natural nature energy and stores it. It acts as a capacitor, an energy storage device, a superconductor, and conducting the information into information coming from the universe, the mental mind to mind. So when exposed to these amounts of energy, the minute these minute amounts of energy, it responds in such a way that it actually floats. Yes, Mumbatu, golden children can float or hover as crafts. You become a hovercraft, turning the body into the ship. Remember, Man from Planet Risk, turning the body into the ship. For those who have traveled with me through the many schools of thought, you have experienced this in various chanting circles that we have had. If you go back through the Holy Tablets, when Baba was being initiated, junction of the two Niles, right? He was being initiated, and they was all surrounded, and they were sitting there, and they started, and all it said the light from everybody's chest, they doing the Care Bear stare, and the light from everybody's solar plexus went into his, and then he was like, he was levitating. He was up off his prayer rug was up in the air. Matter of fact, somebody that does animation, we got to turn. Anybody do animation, holler at me. We're going to do these stories from the Holy Tablets and all the different books and turn them into little skits on a joint. Let's go. And you know why I get this stuff out like that? Because I got 100 million more. That's why. So if anybody interested, let's go. Those pure souls unified would have the power to raise the people literally off the floor. You should record the tones so you can loop the sound in your homes or temple. There was a special secret project that went down with some tones that the master sent to be spread out throughout the family Instead, they try to do something that sounded special and record the tones, bass clef, treble clef for the males and the females. And they were supposed to record the tones. And then they went through 3 different levels of recording the tones. And the tones never came out. They went and parked in the Area 51. If you know anything about, certain brothers and sisters, they park stuff. You bring anything to them, it's getting parked. Area 51, New Atlantis. Last stop, ain't going nowhere. So that's where that chant is at, that God sent out to give to everybody to get us in tune with the FAC. It's an Area 51. Okay? So he's saying you should record the tones so you can loop the sound in your homes. We got to do that ourselves. So when the sister making the active decision to get on that right tone and have the tuning fork of A and having the app that keeps her on track with what tone she in, we got to do that. We got to get the harmonium ourselves. We got to do that. All right. You the deity, right? All right, then we got to get involved. That way, the sound does not end and you all become a part with it. Become part with it. Then record the human voices on the same keys or notes and blend them or mix them as one. That way, when you all gather to chant, you have the correct tones always playing. He gave the instructions on what to do for chanting. Where's that? This is crazy, God. Yo, he gave the instructions on how to get on the FAC. Wow. That way, when you all gather to Ranum to chant, you have the correct tones always playing behind you to keep everyone on key. All males on bass clef notes FAC, all females on treble clef notes FAC. Children under age 9 are also on the treble clef on note A. You hum Om, Om, Amun, or whichever you decide. Yet you must hold and cycle or hold this tone. Each person starts one after the other, so there is no break in the sound. It's giving us a chant. That way, the sound itself is continuous and all are able to breathe without there being a break or ceasing of the tone. In your tones with Anun, Atum, Atun, Amun. We used to have one saying, I'm cheating, check it. Om Anun, Om Atum, Om Atum, Om Amun. And then just keep going. Be in the line, everybody just staying in tune. Wake up. Aye, Karadu, my children. For now is that time to attune to your 24,000 genomes, 24 hours by day, 24,000 years by cycle. And last two, he showed us some pictures, showed us the bass clef and treble clef scale, separated by the middle C. And then he shows us piano keyboard musical scale, the middle C. Each key on the keyboard represents a note on the material side scale. The black keys play a note that is lower, flat, or B in pitch than the key to the left. The higher sharp or number in pitch than the key to the right. C, the C and the F notes can have a sharp, but no flat. Space, face, lines. Every good boy does fine. I see it. Okay, so y'all can try to copy that when you get a chance. Bang bang. And at the end, there's a couple of little short supplications. We gonna get into that right now. Yaye Nataru Satat Asmulini. O Nataru, overseers, please listen for me. Yaye Nataru Satat Asmulini. O Nataru, please listen for me. Anuki Karadkum Asmuani. I am you all's child. Hear me. Yaye Nataru Satut Akbulni. O Nataru, please accept me. Nakuk Nadui Salafuni Li Nasar. I call my ancestors for help. Yaye Nataru Afusni Bi Kalal. O Nataru, guard me by way of all. Sheyeyat Munanu Pa Mudwuo. O Nataru, guide me by way of all things from the evil ones. And the second one is, I depart from you all with this. Nakuk Rahul Manan Kum Karir Panan. Know you all's ancestors. Aruf Kum Salafu. Link towards you all's ancestors. Aluk Laya Ankum Salafu. Respect you all's ancestors. Aksu Kum Salafu. Call on you all's ancestors. Anduikum Salafu. Exalt you all's ancestors. Atrui Kum Salafu. Anak, it says, live by way of you all's ancestors. Anuk bi antkum salafu. Remember you all's ancestors. Azkor kum salafu. Divine love is for you all's ancestors. Ashuk or ashak kawunli ant kum salafu. Become one who is an ancestor. Asyur muslafun. Panabab in Impanataru. I start off the overseers. Okay, so that is our 12th Paa Taraq reading on our now renewed 90-day Paa Taraq reading. That's what it is. We going for it. Live in New York. It's Saturday night. We going for it, y'all. I'm with it. I'm with it. Yeah. Tawutat. That's music theory 101. That's right. Yeah, I used to do it. Tawutat Mugdal. Yeah, Tawutak. That's where it's at. Because the music, you know what, to go look at too. I do like a lot of movie and TV references, right? I seen some of the your interview with him when you was talking to me. I think he was in the car. He was in the car when he left. Yeah, it's heavy. It's heavy, God. So I used to play with the joints. It's so many different chants. Sufi order chants, AEO chants, so many different chants. And yeah, we just gotta listen. This is what I want you to keep in mind also. You can make up your own chants. Like, don't get caught up with put your thought in your mind. What is the goal? And create a chant. Get in your rhythm. I'm gonna get in the studio soon, and I made a chant out, and it's literally a whole chant with Panabab Yanun's name. Like, you can make your own chant out. For real. To spark you, what energy comes to you, then you use it. And if you project it and the people can add on with it, then that's a blessing, beloved. You know? Listen, I gotta make sure I get this in. You know, what time is it now? Okay. Yeah, but I want to make sure I get some recipes in. Mom, you doing recipes in the morning? Okay. I'm gonna say. So we got the green wake up juice. Can I give me a recipe? This one is from the Pure Juice Fresh and Easy recipes. We're gonna type some stuff up and we're gonna start posting them on, or even screenshotting them. Because this technologically evolved society, we screenshot shit and we're gonna post it on and share it on the Sacred Space group for different recipes to use. So it says drink this juice first thing. It really will wake up your system, as cucumber is such a strong diuretic. It is also a very hydrating ingredient, so it will give you the much needed goodness your body is craving in the morning. So for us, that's before sunrise right now. Okay, so get it in, catch it, go look at sunrise every day, and you can drink this, make this green juice, or make your stuff at night, so that whenever you get up, when you get up, go to the bathroom, because you're gonna be drinking so much, you're gonna go to the bathroom. You can go get something else to drink. You need to keep pouring it in. Like, I gotta drink more water, but it's like the water make you full because I ain't eating nothing. But I need to drink water though. 3 medium-sized cucumbers, unpeeled. A handful of spinach stalks removed. 1 green apple unpeeled. A handful of parsley. 1 lemon squeezed or juiced according to your taste. Always juice the most liquid vegetables first. Start by adding in half your cucumbers, and add your spinach, the rest of your cucumbers, your apple, your parsley, and then finally your lemon. Drink immediately or pour into an airtight container and keep it in the refrigerator. It says for up to 12 hours. Yeah, but we busted that down within the first 2 days anyway. And if you make it, what else? What we put in ours? Cucumber, spinach, parsley, green apple, lemon. That's it, right, Mama? Cucumbers, spinach. Just listen. Cucumber, spinach. What green leaf we use? Kale? Yes. Okay. Well, Swiss chard, baby kale. We do we do the super green. The super green mix from the supermarket. They got the arugula, baby kale, baby spinach. Sometimes they be having it in it, but sometimes I done juiced it already. But tell me the whole thing the way you want it. That's engraved in stone. Niggas.
Baby kale, baby spinach, parsley, green apple, lime.
Okay. Lime and lemon? Lime or lemon. Well, at least we got an option somewhere. So she said her menu, hers is Swiss chard, baby kale, baby, what's the other one? Spinach, baby spinach. Parsley, I got the parsley, the green apple, and lemon or lime. That's it, right? Yeah. But anyway, this tastes delicious. It literally, the parsley make it taste like, it makes you feel like, I don't know, spring. You just feel like the sun is shining. It's spring. It's for real. Like, you drink it, be like, wow. It don't taste like none of the stuff that you think it's gonna taste like at all. Yeah. And then we do a cucumber mint lemonade. I was drinking that one time. Lemonade. Oh man. That's another one. That's another one. So yeah, that's two. And then you use the proportion based on what you how much you're gonna make, how much you want to drink, and how long you want to have it. Another one, oh, another one is apple pear ginger. This is what I'm telling y'all. We make this. What was that? The pear apple ginger sea moss. Bro. I think we figured out the formula Paa Taraq used to make the pineapples. Pear, apple, ginger, pear, apple, and ginger sea moss together tastes like pineapple juice. Straight like that. It's phenomenal. She made that for me. She was like, here, taste it. Oh, we could put one of those videos out too. Yeah, for the that's one of them, right? Yep. We got a video of her making it. You're welcome. You're welcome. Yeah. Delicious. So I was telling the people, okay, we have our juicer is called the Nama juicer that we use. Nope, we ain't make it up. No pun intended. Yeah, we Nama nationals. We got a Nama juice. Are you related? I don't know. Hey, man. Yeah. This is how I look. This thing here squeezed the chlorophyll out of the greens. Look at this thing squeezed the chlorophyll out of them greens. I'm telling you. Show you. It's a little pricey, but it's definitely worth it. Coming in right now, it's right on time. I'm about to go up in there. This one here looks good. This is basically a green. Like we usually match stuff up by the colors and stuff like that. 2 green apples. They call this morning dew. 2 green apples, 1/2 honeydew, 8 Swiss chard leaves, a lime, a small handful of basil, and a small handful of mint. Yeah, I could do that. Yeah, I'm just throwing some stuff at y'all so y'all could you make it, because you're gonna be looking to go eat, and that's a cop out. You got it. Y'all get it. We got it. Here go perfect. The perfect green. 3 pears, celery stalk says 2. I'm only putting 1, maybe a half of celery because it's super strong. 4 kale leaves and a bunch of parsley. That parsley make things green apple, and another on pineapple. Oh, they would cut the shit. They would cut it. Step on it. Stretch that out. Word. Oh, mama, they got a recipe here with the golden beets. It's called Sunshine State of Mind. We got what we call it, the Sabian Sunshine. We got a drink we call it Sabian Sunrise. And it's come on, mom. Golden beets, pineapple, oranges, lemon, ginger, and turmeric. Golden beets, pineapple, orange, lemon, ginger, and turmeric. And all of them is juice, fresh, and they come together, and that is the Sabian Sunshine. Right? Oh, sunrise. I'm looking at this book. It says sunshine. Yeah, Sabian sunrise. Oh man, that there. Cause beets is, beets is real strong, right? The red beets. These is golden beets. They actually have a hint of. They have a. What is it called? They got a. What's the name? They sweet. They're sweet. Yeah, they taste citrusy. You talk about God. You talk about the Nama. You talk about the Nama joint. Yeah, we only got one Nama, but we might be able to find it. Somebody might have a PDF. I would say look for a PDF. We'll see what's up. We'll try to get one. Oh, we got grapes in there too. We just bought grapes. Yeah, so that's some of the joints. We're gonna get some every day. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, definitely. All right, we got a couple of minutes. I don't know why. So yeah, yeah. Make sure y'all what's your name? Yeah, that's the what's the name? That's the listen. What the goddess is saying is definitely the ideal way to go. Oh, I ain't never had no peanut juice. Now, peanut punch with that sea moss and that almond milk and some bananas. Oh, that's a whole nother animal. Tear that up. Tear that right on up. Oh, okay. Paa Taraq. That's what I wanted the message. Yep, that is correct. So this is very important, right? Let's check this out. I'm gonna read this from Paa Taraq, the message. From the Book of Memory. Oh yeah, we here, God. Talk to us. Oh yeah. Peanut juice was the bomb. Yeah, you gotta give us the recipe for that. So the Book of Memory, just more spiritual readers. This Paa Taraq was, you could say, channeled from the master. He said he actually gave a breakdown that while he was in the cell, he kept hearing a voice. I'm gonna read it. It's just the first page. Baba Yanun speaks. He says, I am asleep in the darkness of my cell. I hear, Ashor, awake, Yananin, awake. My first feeling is that it's from outside my cell, an officer, yet I'm behind two doors sleeping. I sit up to try to see. In darkness, nothing. I lay back down. Again, I hear, awake, Yananin, awake. It is time I sit up to look at my, it is time. I sit up and look at my watch. It's 2:30 a.m. So I wash my face, sit on the bed, relax, and close my eyes. The voice is not one, yet in harmony, three voices together. Ya Nanan, Azor, Anzor, Ya Nanan, warn, warn, Yanun, warn, warn. Now I am aware that these are the Muakaku, the Etherians. I remember from times past. I keep my eyes closed and listen. Panin kaun pa balak laehun. This is the message for them. I then heard chanting. It rose and fell in tones, sounds as the three leads were followed by many others. I can't make out what is being Ranuma chanted. It seems the second voice is far off from the three in harmony, which is near. I want to open my eyes, yet I felt that if I did, it may go away again. So I sat and listened to this song being chanted, and then the three in one voice said, Yananin, open your eyes. The Mispati word, the Sebeg words, in the air, they shine gold. I first felt it was a yellow light, yet it was not. Then an orange light, still it was not. I thought of it as an amber fire. That was not it. The letters formed in rows, letter after letter, from my left to my right, and became words. I began to realize these shining gold words were the song that they chanted. Then I began to sing along with the voice that was far off, repeating with the three who were chanting the gold words. And this went on. I don't know exactly how long this occurred. I woke up at the sound from outside movement. It was morning. I knew it was not a dream, and I was compelled to take a pen in hand and write the golden words, which I could see repeated in my mind's eye. With my hand tired, I just stopped. Later, I was compelled to take the pen again until I was finished. The song was sung. The chant was chanted. I remember the three voices singing, "This is Pa Balag, the message for them." So I called these the message. I still see the golden glowing words in my mind. I sent them to you after I translated and transliterated them and with the Sabaic script as I saw them in gold. I know this will happen to be read and chanted. The Father loves his children so very much that he incarnated for them, and as many of them who accept what he came down to give will not perish with this world. Those who accept their fate, not faith, will return from where they originated to be with him. So, Pabalag consists of three books: the book of memory, the book of time, and a book of Ashuk, divine love. So I was like, being that we're doing what we're doing, got to read some of that. So I'm going to read chapter 1. I'm going to start with page 3, because the first prayer in here is actually Panamis Fa Kawun, Pasawabu Paa Taraq, that we chant when we do the chants on a regular basis. So this one is not really ever read. So I'm going to read it. Yaye Muspatsu, O Sabians, we birthed you all from our being as Muntaru, ones who are overseers, so that you all can live by way of peace and justice. Rabat wu ma'at. As our children, so return towards us as one family and call your ancestors. This is the right way for you all. And we, Panataru, and we are looking at you at all times with divine love. And remember, Sabians, we choose you as our children, and we sent you all your guide with the right way in order to return towards us. Do not reject him or what he was sent to do for you all Negroids. You all were the first world race of creation and will be the last, when all others have faded one by one, because they did not accept their warner. For each race was sent their own warners, and now you all have yours, our own warner, with you all's warning. So do not reject what we sent down for you all, Negroids. We are divine love. We do not threaten you with fires, tortures, or sufferings as the Anunnaki. We do not ask you all to fear us or make you all choose one of us. Just as you all love your mother and father, also we ask all of you to love us. As we love you all, you do not live by way of fear of death. We will receive you all. Do not fear. The dead ones, they live with us by way of peace and happiness. No end for the soul, only the body which transforms towards dust in order to feed the earth. And the soul returns towards us. This is you all's own way. So return towards your own ancestors by way of Wusabat, your ancestors' way. So remember, we are divine love and we love you all, our children. You all are Muntaru, children of Nataru, overseers. Paut Kaum, all is. I like that. Yeah, that was heavy. I like that. Apple celery juice. Okay, let's put it out there. We on that way. We on the wavelength. Let's go. Let me see where I left off at. Oh yeah. It's a grip. It was investment. Yeah, that came at the time when that PPP money was flying around. Okay, just know that. We gotta. Yeah, we got that. That's when that thing was going around. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Mama. Well, you know what, too? Who 13 Solutions? My wife and I, we talk about that all the time. Too. So what happens is a lot of that stuff that deals with vegetables and fruit, a lot of that stuff got shuffled because of chefs. Chefs cook based on flavor. They don't care about seasons. They don't care about structure. They care about flavor and what comes together. And so a lot of that stuff happened. And, we just coming up in the world and we just like, oh, this tastes good. Yeah. What you gonna do? What you gonna use the Arabic gum for? Yeah, man. Your cooks messed everything up. They didn't care. They just trying to do them. Get that flavor popping. So yeah, that was a beautiful read there. I want to put on record. I'll read this tomorrow. The alien with us. Very important. Oh, okay. One of the ingredients for the peanut juice. Got you. So a lot of brothers and sisters, they don't get it right. As far as dealing with as far as the CNYE and the part that Emperor Khufu as a protector, play in the grand scheme of things. They don't get it. I don't know why I don't get it. Whatever. One brother literally was out there just talking, and he literally asked he's like, "Yo, how y'all believe in and following him?" And he never even showed no evidence. So put out the question like, "Did you ever even listen to any of the Did you listen to any of the public announcements?" He's gonna say no. Like, wow, this is a legal mind now, right? So I want to explain it this way. Because within it, like the declarations, you'll see stuff like Tamaran, you know, the Moor, Mar. You see the Atlantean, you see Anunnaki, you see Elul. Basically, I'm breaking down all of the different origins, routes that we come from. All of that is us, right? So-called blacks, so-called African Americans, so-called whatever nomenclature, whatever title, whatever appellation you choose to call yourself because of your organization, your religion, your spirituality, whatever doctrine, Sabaeans, Nuwapians, all that included, right? The Nama-national is what we all fall under internationally. So that's the identity and ID. That's what's going to be on your ID card as we moving under the full faith and credit. Under that's what's on your ID. You're a Nama-national. Yeah, you have the government of the Yamasee set up. We have the government of the Washita. You have the government of the Moors. We have 4 distinct governments set up. But and everybody is who they are. The Moors are the Moors. The Yamasee and the Sabaeans are who they are. But when we out there dealing with the world, we all out there under the umbrella of the Nama-national. It's really not hard to put this thing together. So now if you're hard up on holding on to your nomenclature, right, and just holding on to your identification stamp of your 501c3 organization, church, etc., or even your sovereign state that falls under the IRS, whatever, if that's more important than for you and your family and the tribe and the community and our people to be liberated and not have to answer to anybody and start to build for the next 24,000 years of this cycle, then fine. Just know that this is the crossroads. Boom, 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 boom. Now tell me what you gonna do when it ain't no place to run. That's where we at right now. So you making a decision based on misplaced loyalties. All indigenous bloodlines of the planet are being identified and fall under that umbrella. So don't get caught up with the nomenclature of he trying to call us this and they want to call us that. Nigga, who cares? Who cares? Long as they call us free, as long as they call us sovereign, that's all that matters. Nigga, you want to call, it's just like what Baba said, but he had Tamaray. He was like, come out here. If you don't want to deal with me, nigga, go live on the other side of the goddamn land. Just come out here. Let's start doing it and building and working together. That's what it's about. That's what it's about. See, you know why? Let me tell you, I agree. This is 1,000%. 1,000%. Let me see a few of these. But even we talk about the tongues, that's different, God, right? We all of those, the Yamasee, even as Yamasee, you go back to the documents that Bob, he said all the languages, we claiming all the languages. It's ours. He said the Muskogee, Yamasic, the Nuwabic, he claimed all of this stuff as ours. So it's not a language thing neither. It's a club thing. It's I want to be this. I don't want to be that. I can't be this. I got to be that. Like, but here it is the problem with the true identity. We're timeless. We're timeless. I remember in one of the book Baba said, he said, we went through every manifestation of being during our journey to this planet to the point where we at now, where we're back at our original manifestation. Talk about us having wings and having fins and being all kinds of mixed, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's look, that's what freedom is. When as long as you can do business with whoever you want to deal with without asking anybody, without asking anybody for anything. That's what the master said he wanted us to do. That's what Emperor Khufu has set up for us to be able to do. If you can't see that, that's just what it is, God. We ain't got no time to be playing. Dudes is running around. No, dude literally sent me a text saying, yo, I'm going to send it to you. I was going to send it to you earlier, Command Me. I was going to send it to you earlier, and so you could pass it on to the Emperor. Dude literally sent me a text talking about, yo, yeah, we working with some tribes over in California, and we got our own ID recognized by the state. They give you government loans, public loans. You can pay your bills. They take care of all that. Yeah, you could have been down with this, but you wanna turn your back on the master, and you want to go out there with this. I'm like, I ain't even gonna freestyle. I'm gonna read it right here. Because I tell you, I just keep it funky. I be like, yo, niggas is crazy. They talk about moving Khufu and Latif, and other tribes. He say moving them. He said, we do. He said they doing it big. They doing with Ken out there in Cali. They got state certificates. They said they got state certificates, entity with ID, bank card to pay all their bills, qualify for public loans and pay it off. Said we working with them, and you could have got that from us plus some. You don't have to sell a master out. I know you ain't that dumb as you pretending, for real, for real. I'm like, nigga, what are you talking about selling the master out? You're literally setting up and giving me a resume of what y'all doing in the commercial field. It's about money to you. You literally saying it. You ain't mentioned you working with no other tribe or nothing to help get the master out or nothing. So like, what are you talking about? Matter of fact, Tefnut, rattle back, guys. Whenever you see this, make contact. We gotta start saying, we gotta start coming public. We gotta start talking about what's going on behind the scenes with these hustlers. They selling bridges. You know what the dude remind me of? There was an article talking about a French artist that sold an invisible statue for like $30,000, $40,000. $30,000, $40,000. He sold an invisible statue. As soon as I seen it, I said, yo, I got the second and the third one go 2 for 15. I got him right here, but you got to look into the other dimension because he said this was in the other dimension. Somebody bought that. I'm like, yo, I got the other ones. But that's what dudes remind me of. This thing is selling bridges in another dimension. Say, nah, you right back, God. What's happening? Yeah, real talk, man. Yeah, we on it. We know we got it. Yup. So anyway, listen, guys and goddesses. We about to go. We got 5 o'clock in the morning. We're gonna be back in FTs. Yeah. Listen, get in. He fighting to even be a part of the BIE. He literally not even saying that he is. He's talking about some other tribe that he's connected with, and he's trying to learn from them and talk about, yeah, you could have gotten that. You could have got this. Talk about glorified welfare. He was just bragging not too long ago that he got a 35. He get 3,500 on welfare as being a part of the indigenous. I'm like, nigga, who want what? Yo, these niggas kill me. Y'all, you know what? When your vision is that you're nearsighted, you gotta look far, man. You gotta look far. Yeah, man. Now, look, don't get me wrong. I was spending an EBT down to flip. Give me that, right? But we're not gonna sacrifice. We're not gonna sacrifice the freedom, the liberation of the people. We ain't gonna get stagnated, chasing some goddamn little pennies and all that. But we when we on the eve of taking back control over the world. Come on, man. Yeah, because it's about individual gratification as opposed to the collective liberation. And that's it. But I digress. I'm going to say this. So, yeah, man, I appreciate y'all. Tomorrow we're going to have another Paa Taraq. I'm reading. I got another. I'm ready to take us. I'm ready. I got enough to take us into the end of the second month, I think. Got like 60. I got like that. Matter of fact, I got to send the elder a list of all the ones I got so he can send me a list of the ones he got. And because he said he want to come on and start reading some of the Paa Taraqs. So I'm like, yeah, you can start reading from the ones that you got, and we go from there. But like I say every day, y'all, listen, I tell y'all, remember why y'all doing this fasting. Stay humble, stay low, keep firing. Get into your spiritual books. Like I said, what's the Science of Healing, any of the Wazufa, the breath book. We're gonna have a couple of breathing exercises tomorrow. I got the breath book out with the whole full body breath. Appreciate you, Elder Silos Congress. We here, we stepping to do our duty to waking up the universe, to be about our Father's work. Just be playing. They say it is, but I'm not here to judge. Whatever they do, they do. I'm doing what I do, building with the brothers and sisters, mind linked, and we putting our information out there. Yeah, we on it, gods and goddesses. Yeah, a lot of cryptos and NFTs. That's real. I ain't gonna lie. Listen. I'm looking to do all that until we go over, until we get official. We nominationals and everything is right. Then that's something else. But yeah, you got to make ends meet. I might saying stop making ends meet. But 5 in the morning, breathing, meditation. The God is gonna be here to set the tone. Tour. It's our time, family. But like we say every night, man. If not now, then when? If not this, then what? And if not us, then who? Kabak shook. Have a beautiful fast and purification cleanse. Do your 1-2 step. Don't let nobody break your chain of energy. You dig? Negative and positive attract. It's just natural nature. Be prepared for it and shift your energy. You dig? So that's it, y'all. Y'all be safe. Try some of those recipes, and peace and unconditional divine love be upon you all. Y'all be safe, y'all. Wadu. Assalamu alaikum, magic. Yeah, that's cool.